AITA for not wanting my partner to know about my fandom blog? Originally posted on r/AmITheAsshole. So I've always been a nerd/ in fandoms, ever since I found out what they were. Running fan blogs, making edits, writing fanfiction, participating in group chats about whatever fandom I was in, with other fans and blogs. The interests change, but it's something I've always done. It's where I express myself and create content, and it's like my happy place. I, 21F, have been going out with my partner, 22F, for 3 to 4 years, and she know I've always got some sort of special interest or show going, but she doesn't know about the blogs or the edits or the fics. It's not her vibe. She's never really been in fandoms or done that kind of stuff before and thinks it's kinda nerdy and cringy, overall just doesn't get it. She asked to see my camera roll in conversation, not in a controlling way, promise, and I wasn't comfy with it, so I said no. She asked why and I said it's got fandom content on there and it's embarrassing. She dropped it, but said it seemed like I was hiding something. Which, I guess I am, and I totally get why she'd be feeling weird. That's not really what I'm confused about. I mainly just don't really want her, or anybody I know personally, to know about this side of my life. It's for me, not anybody else. I just don't see how her knowing would benefit anybody. I'd be embarrassed, she'd be confused and cringing. Must we share everything with our partners? Am I the asshole for not wanting her to know about my fandom blog/edits/fanfiction? Relevant comments. OP's comment. We were on the topic of how my phone camera is broken and I never take photos, but I just have 100,294,828 screenshots of stuff as my storage is full, and my partner was like, I want to know what's in there. Like, what did she screenshot? It was in a completely innocent way that got very tense very fast. Commenter 1. NAH, with a caveat, it's worth more deeply examining why you don't want her to know, both on your own and with her. This would be a completely different comment if you had only been with her a few months, but you have been with her long enough at this point where secret keeping is a little bit dangerous territory. What are you afraid will happen if you tell her? A lot of people in geek/nerd culture don't tell people about it because they're afraid of how they'll be treated by people when they find out about this piece of their lives. If she's made comments/finds it nerdy/cringy, that's a conversation worth having because you are actively hiding something from her and you're more willing to look suspicious than to have her find out about it. Update, 4.5 years later. I, then 21F, now 26NB, feared my partner at the time, then 22F, now 26F, judging me for participating in fandom, and I didn't want her to know. I'd only just left home at the time and thought I knew everything. In hindsight, I was young, naive, and unsure of myself. I was also becoming socially isolated due to COVID and being in an increasingly controlling relationship. In time, we only did what she wanted. I was guilt out of seeing friends and family. I was expected to shower her with gifts, and anything she bought me, like a Christmas or birthday gift, was always something she wanted so she could eventually permanently borrow it. I was too young to understand what was happening outside of this feels bad. I know I didn't communicate and often enabled her. I posted on Reddit because I didn't have anyone else to turn to. I was sure all the replies would be YTA, saying how suspicious it was to hide stuff from her, that I needed to grow up, that what I did was some secret form of cheating I didn't know about. Every single response I got was some form of NTA, but you should examine why you don't want her to know. A good/compatible partner wouldn't shame you for your interests, and I was utterly blown away by the empathy, honesty, and kindness shown to me. It hadn't even occurred to me at the time that that was an option. That in this specific situation, neither her or I were the asshole, just two different people headed in different directions. We broke up somewhat amicably shortly after. She hit me with a maybe we shouldn't be together then, and instead of my normal fawning response, I remained silent and let that concept sink in. I knew in that moment, we weren't for each other. We broke up, I found a studio hole in the wall for myself and did some serious healing and growing in that moldy, but beloved, apartment. For years on, I am more myself than ever, now happily enjoying a healthy relationship and a beautiful home with someone who feels like my second heart, who gets just as unnormal about their nerdy interests as I do mine. We also share a few, and get into each other's interests from time to time. I showed them some of my edits when we first met, and I'll still sometimes tell them about the goings-on in one of my fandom Discord servers, and they show nothing but interest and support. They've taught me so much more about the importance of being unapologetically yourself and not settling for people who don't accept you for who you are or who want to change you. We're truly embodying the sentiment shown to me in those Reddit comments years ago. A good partner is also interested in your life, and what you do. You are, hopefully, the most interesting person to them, and they love spending time doing things with you. Thank you to all those who commented at the time. Your kind words and advice truly did ripple out into the rest of my life and help me make a few big scary decisions that has now lead me down a path better than I could have hoped for. Good karma to you all, love. Relevant comments. Commenter 1. I love how never telling what your fandom is, relevant info, hope you don't have a Dahmer fetish, corresponds with your fear of capitalization. OP in response. Ha 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 ha, I promise it's not a Dahmer fetish, it's mostly DC and a couple other popular shows/movies. As for the capitalization, I turned off auto caps to be quirky in like 2014 and now I'm too committed to the bit to ever go back. Apologies for any pain it caused/LH. Commenter 2. From one fandom girl to another, this is so great to read. My husband and I bonded over a mutual love of Star Trek, and while I'm probably, definitely, the nerdier one, he knows about my gaming, reading, fanfic, etc. It's so important to be with someone who gets you, as you know _carrot, all the best to you. OP in response. There's no bigger green flag in the world than finding someone you can nerd out about Star Trek with. That's one of the things they got me into, and now we're very into it together. If you haven't already, I highly recommend getting you and yours matching uniforms to wear for Halloween/con/just for funsies. We opted for the Voyager jumpsuits and they're infinitely fun.
Widerbis here. If you can't share your interests with your partner, that's probably not a good long-term partner. If you love someone, you should be able to share your interests, and they should be able to share theirs, and should be able to share without judgment, and just... Which, saying that out loud, that sounds like a pretty low bar, but here we are.